Trump's policies are out of line with what the majority of Americans actually want. Donald Trump's ICE is out of control and has now gone a step too far. And in today's featured story, lawyers are scrambling as Trump's ICE just made an alarming admission. Now, it's no secret, Donald Trump promised to get rid of the gang members and the criminals. Instead, ICE has been targeting just farmers, random people doing their jobs. This is why Trump's immigration crackdown is just out of line with what America wants. Nearly 80% of Americans think immigration is good for the country. Nearly 8 out of 10 US adults believe immigration is good for the country, the highest level ever recorded. A new Gallup poll found 79% of Americans now have a positive view of immigrants, reversing a 4-year decline with a dramatic 15-point surge. Yeah, way to go, Trump. You've managed to make immigrants the martyr. Now they're the good guy, the underdog. At the same time, the number of people who want to further reduce immigration has dropped from 55% in 2024 to just 30% today. Unfortunately, Trump doesn't care. He would probably just claim this is fake news or something. But still, these are the facts. And the truth of the matter is, this immigration crackdown, it's not popular with America. In fact, ICE is so unpopular now that recently the mayor of a California town called on residents to stay inside because ICE was in the area.
The city of Paris has received reports of ongoing ICE operations within the area. We urge all residents to remain calm, stay indoors when possible, and know your rights. Do not go out unless necessary. Stay at home and do not open the door to strangers. This message is for awareness and safety. The city is committed to protecting the dignity and well-being of all our residents. Please stay safe and continue to monitor official city communications.
And I don't blame them. ICE is absolutely out of control.
A coach for youth baseball in Manhattan says a group of ICE agents approached members of his team while they were practicing in Riverside Park.
But I didn't really think too much about it. I just think, okay, they're ICE officers, because I'd seen them in Washington Heights before.
But then he says they approached the kids and started asking questions.
Where they're from, who are their parents, and I just thought, whoa, this is not good.
Wilder has a master's degree in law and told them they didn't need to answer those questions.
I told my kids to walk to the back of the cages, right here, and I said, they're going to invoke their Fifth Amendment rights. They're not going to say anything.
He says one of the officers raised his voice.
That's when I was called a YouTube lawyer. And I said, no, I just know how the Constitution works.
And all of the kids, he says, are American citizens.
Their parents are, from the Dominican Republic, South America, Mexican, Africa. But they're kids who are born here. They have a 14th Amendment entitlement to live here.
But now things just got worse. We might be understanding why ICE is so out of control, so unhinged. That's right, lawyers are scrambling as Donald Trump's ICE just made an alarming admission. Yeah, they said the quiet part out loud. Take a look at this.
I've got to get your reaction to this Biden-appointed federal judge out in Los Angeles, apparently expected today to issue a temporary restraining order halting your lawful operations. She says, I think it's important for the court not to burden otherwise lawful law enforcement activities. Your reaction there?
Look, people need to understand, ICE officers and Border Patrol, they don't need probable cause to walk up to somebody, briefly detain them, and question them. They just need the totality of the circumstances, right? They just got through the observation, get articulable facts based on their location, their occupation, their physical appearance, their actions. Like a uniformed border patrol agent walks up to them at for instance, a Home Depot. And they got all these articulable facts, plus the person walks away or runs away. Agents are trained. What they need to detain somebody temporarily and question them. It's not probable cause, it's reasonable suspicion. We're trained on that. Every agent, every 6 months, get Fourth Amendment training over and over again. These officers are really good at what they do. And if this judge would make a decision that's against what these officers are trained, what the law is based upon, then they're going to shut down operation. I think that's their end game. They want ICE to stop doing this. But if they base it on the rule of law, they're going to find out Border Patrol and ICE is doing exactly what they're going to do in accordance with law.
And you're not going to stop coming. Tom Homan, thank you for getting up with us this morning.
They're going to detain people based on occupation, this, that, and the other thing. Oh, and physical appearance. So if somebody looks Mexican enough, basically they'll be detained. This is just blatant racism, discrimination, and bigotry disguised as immigration policy. Even the other criteria he mentioned, occupation, what? So if somebody's just, say, a gardener, we're just gonna assume they're an illegal immigrant? All this does is reinforce prejudice beliefs, and it reestablishes racist behaviors. The thought of targeting somebody based on their physical appearance, as ICE just accidentally admitted on live TV, it's unfathomable. We as a country are supposed to progress. Unfortunately, thanks to Donald Trump, we're regressing.